If a dog is charging at you, and you run towards it, what would be the dog's reaction? Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a very interesting question for you. Imagine you are out for a walk and suddenly you see a dog charging towards you. What would be your instinctive reaction? Would you run away or run towards the dog? Have you ever wondered what would happen if you ran towards the dog instead of away from it? Well, today we are going to explore this scenario and try to find out what could happen. We will be sharing our own experience of what happened when we experienced this and then inviting you all to drop your comments or views below of either if this has actually happened to you or just your thoughts about what would happen based on your own knowledge/experience of dogs. So, let's get started. First, let's talk about why dogs usually charge at people. It could be because they feel threatened or territorial. In such situations, they might bark or growl as a warning sign. If the person continues to approach, the dog might feel the need to defend itself and attack, but there are also times when a dog or more than one dog charges at a person just because they are an aggressive dog which has not received the correct training from its owners or in extreme cases been trained as a fighting dog, which then makes that dog a dangerous and aggressive dog. Now, coming back to our main question, what happens if you run towards the dog? Some experts suggest that running towards the dog could be interpreted as a sign of aggression by the dog, which could trigger it to attack. On the other hand, some trainers believe that running towards the dog could intimidate it, causing it to back off. In our experience, this happened to me the other day when I saw two pit bulls running towards me after getting out of their fenced yard. I realized I was in a lot of space and could not outrun the dogs to get to a structure which I could leverage myself onto to get out of the dog's way, and I had nothing around me which I could use to put a barrier between myself and the dogs, and so I figured I had nothing to lose and ran right at them while yelling and making myself as big as possible. Luckily, they put on the brakes, turned around and fled. Important note, this is not a suggestion as to what you should do in the same situation, rather it was my experience. I don't endorse anyone trying this, simply because it may not always work. In reality, there is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question. The dog's reaction could depend on various factors such as its breed, age, size, and temperament. It could also depend on the specific situation and the context in which the encounter occurs. It's always better to be cautious and avoid such situations in the first place. However, if you do encounter a dog that is charging towards you, and you can't get up on a wall or fence or something higher up than ground level, or get behind a barrier which separates you from the dog or dogs, it is important to stay calm and keep your wits about you, stand still, and avoid making any sudden movements. You should try to use a calm and assertive voice to communicate with the lead dog and keep your hands and arms as close to your body as possible when trying to de-escalate the situation. Well, that's all for today's video. Now we'd like to hear from you. What do you think would be a dog's reaction if you run towards it if it's charging at you? Has this happened to you? What did you do and how did it turn out? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.